Okay, welcome to part 6 of this mini series of Adobe Premiere tutorials that are just enough to get you through your skills test and nothing else. Okay, so what we have so far is we have our movie or our video project looking the way we want it to. We've added I'm going to pause that. We've added our clips and our graphics, and we've added transitions to those, and we've brought in our audio file, right? And now that we know it's looking the way we want it to, we just want to make sure that our timeline is selected, and we're going to go ahead and export it. All right, so let's talk about that. There are going to be two files that I'm going to be looking for from you. There's going to be a project file. So if I go to File, Save, or I'll do a Save As, this will come up in our Premiere, in our desktop, and you can see that I've already saved this as Mike_video.01 Premiere project. Okay, so that's the project file. I'll cancel out of that. And what that does is that maintains all of the, it's a file that contains all of the settings and placements and all of the work you've done without being bogged down by having to have all of the video and audio clips with it. So it's a compact format. And you're going to turn that into so that I can see how you put your videos together and make sure that you have all the required elements where they're supposed to be, right? So, but to get the exported video, we go through a slightly different process. So with our timeline selected, what we're going to do is go up here to File, Export, Media. And we should get a little preview down here. And let's see. Yeah, so we have our whole thing right in here, and then what we do is we come up here and we pay attention to these settings up here. There isn't too much that we need to go through for the test, just a few. So let's take a look at format. There are all these options for format. We want to stick with H.264. All right. The next one we want to look at is the output name. We want to change that to something we're going to recognize. I'm going to call this Mike_travel_video. All right. The file format is going to be an MP4. And I'm going to save this in my Premiere tutorials folder and hit save. All right. Now, saving that doesn't begin the export of that. That just kind of saves the settings there. We want to make sure that export video and export audio are checked. And then most of the rest of the stuff is fine. So if we come down here and hit Q, what that'll do is that'll open Adobe's Media Encoder and export the video through that process, which is really handy if we're doing a whole stack of video projects at once. But since we're only doing one, we can just come over here and hit Export. And what that'll do is that'll start processing this whole deal, and in just a minute or two we should have our completed video. And there we go. So let's go ahead and see if we can find that. And here's that folder, the Premiere tutorials, and here's our Mike travel video. If we click on that and do a Command I to get information, you can see that we have Mike travel video MP4, that it's an MP4 file, that it's 38.4 megabytes, which looks about right. And we can even preview it down here with audio. Okay, that's quite enough. Thank you. All right, so that's going to be the file that you upload to Canvas. And there's also going to be that other file that you're going to upload, which is your project file. In fact, we can kind of dump that into the Premiere Tutorials file so we can see them in the same place. You're going to want to upload that file and that file. So we saw this one before. Let's do it again. That's the info for the video file, and you can see that that's, again, 38.4 megabytes. Now let's take a look at the project file and do a get info for that. And you can see it's really small. It's just 70K, right? Very small, but you're going to turn in both of those files so that I can see your finished product and I can see how you got there. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and have a good break. Talk to you soon.